Hello, I return this time with the video on the Denex Sten Mark II. This is a non-functioning replica of a sten. It's made out of all metal. There is no plastic on this gun except for the orange tip, which you can sort of wiggle off. This thing is a very good copy of the actual Sten Mark II. Well, let's get into it. Starting with the stock. The stock on a Sten Mark II, a regular one, is quite poor and not very fun to shoulder. I mean, it's okay for what it is. This part's decent, you know. Could use some padding if you're a baby. Whoa. The real problem comes up here. You can do it like this and get a decent grip, or you can do it like this and sort of break your hand. You put your pinky through, or you can put your thumb through. But I think what works best is this. That way you have more in control of the gun. It's a lot less comfortable, but you know, people can do this and whatnot. So, moving on. Also, the stock is detachable, so if you have another stock for the stem that you want to put on, you just have to press in this button and then pull her down, and then do the same, or do the opposite for reassembly. Push it in, push up. Then you get to the trigger group, which basically is, what it is that there's like this little notch here, goes down, stops. That's where these two screws go in, and which hold this in place. What it does is that the trigger basically holds the bolt. So the bolt will not go forward unless the trigger is pressed. So what this, and just to let you know, the Sten Mark II is an open bolt submachine gun. I'll get to that in a minute. So there's basically a little cutout on the bolt in and of itself, which will be held by the trigger, or not by the trigger, by a little lug which is controlled by the trigger. Then when the trigger is pressed, that catch on the bolt is released because the little notch goes down and then the bolt goes forward. Then you get to the magazine well, which, you know, a lot of people don't know how to properly hold it. Nor do I. The way that I do it is that I sort of go like this. Go like this, or I go like so. Or I try to get this kind of grip. Like I hook my thumb around, I hook my thumb like here. But I mean, the best way to do it would probably be like so, holding your thumb outside the trigger, or outside the magazine release. So onto the magazine. It's just a tube of metal, no follower, no spring. And then onto the barrel, which I believe can be removed. I tried to for like an hour, just unscrewing it, and nothing happened. So maybe it isn't. Maybe there's like a little thing I have to take off to put on a better barrel. Who knows? Onto the sights. Yeah, they're there. This is more of and boom, dead Nazi. So, on to how the actual Sten Mark II would function. What would happen, as I said before with the trigger group and how it works, is that when the bolt would go forward, it would cycle around from the magazine, push it into the chamber, and then the bullet would go off, thus sending the bolt backwards, chambering it, and allowing it to fire again. This allowed for ease of mass production, since it's a very, very simple system. And You know, you explain it to a kid, and the kid will most likely know what the hell you're talking about, or the kid will understand, since it's quite easy to. But it cost the British $4 to make these things. It cost me $90 to buy this, which is pretty cool. I like it. Is it a sort of waste of money? Maybe. But, you know, when I show this to my kids, I think they'll be happy. So, I say it's worth it. To some others, it might not be. Who knows? It's up to you, really. Yeah. Then Sten mk2. Neat little piece. It's all metal, so it gets really cold in the winter. So, you know, you don't want to just wake up and you're just, I need to wake up. I need to wake up. So you just put it to your face. You can do that. I wouldn't recommend it. Just slap yourself real hard. Simple as. Now, pretty much the only functioning parts on this gun, there are really only 3. No safety, no nothing. Trigger, bolt, and magazine. That's it. I have had crackpot ideas on maybe trying to get this thing to function, but no. The material that this thing is made out of, if you ever think of actually trying to make it like 9mm worthy, it will kill you. Because the chamber is about as thick as this leaf. So, don't try it. It will blow up in your hand and will be very bad. Anyways, have a good day. Comment if you want and subscribe. I'm probably not going to make another video for a while. But, yeah. God bless, gentlemen. Have a good day.